If you like the look of high-end decor pieces, don't buy it, DIY it. In today's video, I'll show you how easy it is to blend multiple items together to create stunning dupes of expensive designer style. Hey there, my name is Sandra, and you're watching The Schwowin's Nest. I tend to find things at thrift shops that I think would look good in my home, but also to see if I can blend it with other pieces and create a high-end look. This basket was only $3.49, and I'm going to pair it with a glass cloche to duplicate this piece from the Antique Farmhouse that retails for $56. I thought it was a unique combination, and I've never seen a cloche used like this before. My basket is a bit too gold in color, so I'm using my favorite grayish paint called Mushroom to tone it down. I'll give the basket 2 coats and let it dry completely before the next step. To give the basket more of an antique or weathered look, I'll use this black wax from Behr, which is available at the Home Depot. Using a soft cloth, it'll get applied lightly and rubbed in for a subtle color change. I think this basket would also look wonderful with even more wax on it, especially in all the cracks and crevices. It would look really aged that way. The inspiration piece had a blue and white plate under the cloche, and although it was beautiful, those aren't the colors that I use too much in my home. I opted for this Cottage Toile transfer paper that I got from DIXIE BELLE, which is more black and white. There's 4 pages of beautiful designs, but for this one, I'm going to use the floral bits. I cut out 2 pieces, then decided that one would be plenty. I like to trim the pieces quite close to the design so it's easier to place on my project. Using the burnishing tool that comes with the paper, it's just a matter of rubbing it and slowly releasing the plastic sheet on top until the design is completely on the project. I sealed the project in with 1 coat of DIXIE BELLE Clear Coat in flat. This black painted candlestick has been used for so many projects, I thought it was time for it to get a permanent place in a decor piece. Using this terracotta saucer with straight sides, I'll glue it to the candlestick using Weld Bond glue and some hot glue. I've had this larger white enamel candle holder for a couple of years, and since I haven't used it in my decor yet, I thought it could use a partner to create a set of 2. I sell some of the decor I make for you guys on Facebook Market. I sell some of the decor I make for my channel on Facebook Marketplace, and I do find that sets of candlesticks sell much better than singles. All I have to do is paint the black one white and add the black enamel look to it on the top and the bottom to match the larger one. It's already starting to look like a set. To create the black lines, I always use a marker or a paint pen. It's so simple to do. I'm following the style of the large candlestick with a thinner black line at the bottom and a larger one on the top. I find it works best if you create two thin lines and then fill it in to achieve a thicker line look. Of course, I'll seal this one in with a clear coat too, and even though one is shinier than the other, I think they look so pretty as a pair. If you love farmhouse decor, this piece is for you. Again, this chicken bowl has been paying rent in my storage room, so it's time for a makeover. She's cute the way she is, but I know she'll look much better when I'm done. Plus, she has a few chips around her eyes. Pottery Barn always has unique figurines that are so expensive. Why not make your own? I always find many figurines at thrift shops that can be paired or blended together to make something that looks like it came from Pottery Barn, but at a fraction of the price tag. It's amazing what a bit of paint can do to an object to bring it into your style of decor or something different that you can give as a gift or sell online. The paint I'm using is called Anchor, and it is from the Silk line of paints from DIXIE, which has a primer, paint, and top coat all in one. This piece was originally a votive holder with a metal shade that I removed. It's already black, but I want them to look like they belong together, so I'll give it one coat to freshen it up. You'll notice that I'm also using my Pointed Sash Stallmeister brush. I love this brush for getting into all the little nooks and crannies of pieces like this. It's really important to have a good brush so your projects turn out more professional looking. These pieces will get glued together with the Weld Bond glue and some hot glue again. And once they're a little bit more set up, I'll be able to paint the bottom of the chicken. I left the bottom of the chicken, it's natural ceramic because the glue is going to stick much better on the ceramic than it would on a coat of paint. When I think I might sell something, I like to put an extra top coat on it to ensure that the paint won't chip when it's in transit. Again, this is the Dixie Belle Clear Coat in flat, and I'm just going to do one coat on this, making sure to get all of those inside edges as well. Because if you notice, I left the chicken bowl in two pieces. You never know if its new owner might want to use it for a little bit of storage inside, perhaps keys by the front door, or it could even be used as a candy dish. I get so excited when I see a piece at the thrift shops that I don't have to do anything to. This picture with the large spout reminded me of one I saw online for $145. Mine was $5.99 with 20% off. All I have to do is remove the stickers and clean it really well, and it's ready for some greenery and florals. When browsing through the Pottery Barn site, I noticed that most of their floral stems are about $30 and up for one. I got these sweet little anemone flowers from Temu, and they look so realistic you'd never guess they only cost $6 for a pack of four. I'm going to add this eucalyptus stem that was also a thrift shop find and easily create a high-end showpiece for pennies on the dollar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got inspiration to DIY and not buy. Let me know in the comments if you like these types of videos where I compare high-end store prices with my inexpensive version of their decor. See you soon!